Welcome everybody, my name is Robert4Games and I am here bringing you guys some videos of Star Wars Battlefront for the PC. So what I have decided to do for this video was to talk a bit about the game over a gameplay of the survival type, which is the single player version that's in the game. Now, so the map is survival on Endor, and you'll just see the basic loadout screen. I'm not going to talk much about the actual gameplay itself. I chose this more as it gives me time to just talk about the game and give you my thoughts. The game's been out for approximately a week or so. So, first impressions, what's good about the game, what's bad about the game, what could be improved, what needs to be taken out, and so forth. So, as you can see, the cutscenes for survival mode are actually pretty neat. They should maybe do some of those for multiplayer, it might be even cooler. But, for those of you that aren't aware what survival is, it's basically like a horde mode or 15 waves of different enemies. It's similar to what they had in the beta. The only difference is, in the beta they only had 5 waves. Here was 15. There are a few new enemies that you didn't see in the beta. The Imperial Probe Droid, the Shadow Troopers, and on one map there's some TIE Fighters. So it mixes up, and it's actually it's a little bit challenging, but not terribly. I mean, this is a normal, so it's pretty straightforward. But still, it can be a bit taxing if you're not prepared for it. And as you can see, looking at the game is visually beautiful. This is Endor, and you feel like you're on Endor. The first time I played the map Endor, you really feel, especially on Walker Assault, it feels amazing just walking through and seeing the Ewoks, the up in the trees, you know, crawling through, seeing all the Imperial stuff. They got that part down pretty good. But enough about the visual parts. Now let's talk about the actual gameplay itself. So there are a ton of game modes that came out. I'll bet a bit of them are a little bit similar, but we have Walker Assault, which is the one in the beta, and it's the most popular one because it's the 20 versus 20 take on the Walkers. For those of you that played the beta but did not buy the game or play the game now as it is, there is quite a bit different. They kind of nerfed the AT-ATs quite a bit. What I mean by that is they added a weak spot to the bottom of the AT-ATs, and with the pre-order, if you bought the special edition, you got an ion torpedo, which does decent amount of damage to the Walker. So now Walkers go down pretty fast. They might actually need to buff the AT-ATs, as much as that sounds scary. But as for Walker Assault, it's still fun. You'll see some videos of that in the future. I mean, going over the different maps. There's about 4 maps for each game type. So I believe it's Sullust, Tatooine, Endor, and Hoth. Endor is a bit unique in terms of Walker Assault, as it only has 1 Walker instead of 2, because it's a tight channel. So a nice mix-up. Endor is a bit rough. When I show you Endor, the Walker Assault, that video, you'll see why it's kind of heavily sided towards one side. So your other game types you have are Blast, which is your standard team deathmatch Slayer type. Those maps are generally smaller. There's no heroes or any vehicles like that. And you have Drop Zone, again, which is the one that was in the beta. Drop Zone is basically capture the pods, and that one's it's fast paced. It's not that complex and a fun game type, I would say. Other fun game types that they did come out with is Fighter Squadron, which is straight up dogfighting. You pick a starship and you fly in it. What I will say about Fighter Squadron, and again I'll go into a bit when you see me make some videos of that, is the hero ships that they came out with are a bit overpowered, because yes, there are hero ships even in Fighter Squadron. For the Republic, it is the Millennium Falcon, and for the Empire, it is Slave One. Those ships are pretty powerful to the point where you can just wreck with those ships. Overall, though, it's pretty fun, and it's a nice change of pace for the otherwise ground-based game. Droid Hunt is basically how I see it as domination, but it's kind of a lame domination in my opinion. Droid Hunt is three droids, A, B, and C. You must capture each droid, go back and forth. The difference with this game type is, as opposed to like a regular domination, where the normal correct way of playing it is to capture 2 points and hold 2 points, so then you guarantee to win, kind of. This one, they actually push you that you need to get all 3 droids, and then a timer starts that will count down victory. Bit odd. Supremacy, which is your back and forth conquest type map, where if you capture a point, you move forward on the map. If you lose it, you go back, but you have to capture all 5 points to win. So it can be a lot of back and forth. That one, again, depending on the map and game, depending on the map and team, heavily favored towards one side, depending on where the points are spawned. You have cargo, which is like capture the flag, but multiple capture the flags, in the sense that you don't actually need to have your flag back to capture it. So it's alright. It's not the best, but well, I guess for capture the flag type, it's okay. Your other 2 are heroes versus villains, which is a 6v6 game type, where 3 people will each play as one of the villains in the game. So for the Empire, it is Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Boba Fett. For the Republic, it is Luke, Han, Leia. And the object is to kill the other 3 heroes, or villains, depending on what side you play on. Now, that's all good, but it's not bad. It's actually a pretty fun game type. It's a little bit fast, but all depends on the heroes and what you get. Cause yeah, it does take some strategy, in my opinion. And the other one is a straight up hero hunt, which is one hero against a bunch of enemies, trying to kill them before they die. When they die, you become the new hero, kind of like a juggernaut type thing, and the most kills you get wins. Those are most of the game types out there. I believe I heard that they might release more with the DLC. We'll see about that. Speaking of DLC, I know it's a big topic of discussion that with many other games in this time that we live in, games that are released with DLC coming, instead of including it in the game. I mean, EA, DICE, whoever you want to blame, they just want to make money. It's a company, but it's a business for them. And I don't feel like you should penalize someone for wanting to make money. Granted, it's bad if they don't give us everything at start. We'll see, because we are supposed to get Battle of Jakku beginning of December, so we'll see how that is. And I think a new game type comes along with that. So again, we'll see. My opinion is, it's a game type. I mean, I can't fault them for making the season pass. Every game this day has the season pass. So now on to the actual gameplay itself. The guns are actually pretty good. Back when I played the beta, guns were iffy in the sense that they only gave us like 4 guns, and they all relatively felt the same. But now with the release of all the guns, so 11 guns in total, it actually feels pretty good. There's different types of guns. You have short range guns, mid-range guns, long range. Like the T21, which is the gun I'm using in this video, is a more long range type of a gun, as opposed to the short range pistols like the CL something. It's the Java blaster basically, and the SE4X blaster pistol. Those are more close range. Even the DL44, which is the blaster pistol given when you pre-order the game, that is also a special edition, either way. And that is also a pretty powerful gun short range, but loses its effect as you go long range. So I like the guns in that fact that they give you short range and long range. So depending on where you are on the map, what map, you have options. That's a good thing. Let's talk about the hands. So the hand, they did do a bunch of things. They added a few more grenades, a bunch more of your, I guess your focus. I'm not sure what the card in the middle would be called, but like the iron shot, focus fire, cooling cell, personal shield, those types. And they added a bunch of new more trait cards. What they did do is they gated some of the more powerful stuff down the road. So for example, Cyclo Rifle is now pretty far down the road. Like I think it's in the 30s before you unlock it. Same with personal shield. Jetpack is like 14 or so, not 5. So it takes some levels to get all those toys that we are used to using in the beta. And they're worth it, definitely, to use them. Like the jetpack, I find on some maps really helps. Like I said, the iron grenade, iron torpedo, which is the new one that we got. Even the impact grenade. There's a bunch of grenades out there. To the point where one critique that is going around with the game is that the game is a bit too grenade spammy. What I mean by that is, you will play some maps and you will see grenade, 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 grenade. And it's pretty intense with it. And kind of lame. So hopefully they do something about that. Like I said, the weapons are good. In my feel, the hand is a bit of like customization. Customization is a bit lacking in terms of your character. For the Republic side, you do get a bit more customization in what your character looks like, and even down the road you can change the species. For the Imperial side, it's downright horrible. They took off the helmet for Stormtroopers, which is stupid. Why does a Stormtrooper not wear a helmet? Nobody knows. They could have done armor decals, different colors, whatever they want to do. But taking off the helmet is stupid. The Shadow Troopers, which are actually ironically what's coming in the video as you see it now, are the Black Stealth Troopers. Those are near high, I think it's almost around rank 50. You get those? Those are like your ultimate customization as a Empire, but that's not enough. So we definitely do need more in terms of character customization. Balancing on maps would be a big plus that DICE needs to work on. Again, they need to change either spawning on some maps or balance Walker Assault. Do something, because, and I'll talk about it when you see Walker Assault on Endor, but if you do Walker Assault on Endor and you appear on the Empire side, just take the L. You're gonna lose. There's no way you're gonna win that match as it currently is, unless the other side is stupid. It's almost a guaranteed loss. I'm sorry, and that's bad. But hopefully DICE works on that. The other thing DICE needs to work on, I ran into it this past weekend, was a bit of the matchmaking issues. In terms of if you would join a lobby, the screen would say full game. You enter the game, and then you see that half your team left. Now granted, they could have left in like the 5 seconds it takes you to load into the game. Possibly, I don't know. But to have that many people leave that fast, it kind of sucks. But then you have the 3-on-8, 4-on-8, and there's no way you can come back from that. So I ran into like 4 or 5 matches straight like that. So hopefully that can kind of be tweaked a bit more in terms of balance. Ideally. But is this a game that you must have? Maybe. I would say if you're a Star Wars fan, if you are into shooters, then I would buy this game. Definitely. The game itself is, as I said, visually beautiful. It's actually fun to play. This the Star Wars feel, they capture it very well in terms of the planets, in terms of the battles, in terms of the AT-ATs, all feels good. Granted, can sometimes be a bit law-breaking in terms of jetpacks and stormtroopers without helmets. Yes, that's true, but the feel is there enough. If you're not big into Star Wars, that's when the game becomes a maybe, because after you take away the Star Wars skin, it's pretty much a generic Battlefield type shooter game. Like, granted, I wasn't much into Battlefield back in the day. I was more of a Call of Duty person, so that's why I can't speak much in terms of that. But if you're not big into Star Wars, it's a toss-up, I would say. You can try it out, see if you like it, but it's not a must-have by any means. Now, what I would like to see in the game is possibly, again, more customization on your characters, more maps. I believe everybody's calling out for more maps, and more unique maps, not just like day and night version of the same map, or the same map just cut off in different sections. New planets would be nice. I think there's only 4 or 5 different actual planets. Tatooine, Sullust, Hoth, Endor. I think that's it actually. I think there's only 4 planets. Jakku, once they add Jakku. 5? Yeah, that's not much at all. So they definitely could add more maps to the game. Weapons are relatively fine. They don't have to touch much in weapons. Maybe they could do a little nerf to the DL-44, just because if you bought the special edition, you got the pistol at level 1, which gives you a big advantage over other level 1s. So it could be a bit unfair. The hand is pretty good. I'm sure they have more stuff coming in terms of hand and like what type of power-ups you can get and abilities. So so far those are pretty good. I haven't seen anything too groundbreaking except for the grenade spam. Heroes, maybe add a few more heroes. I'm not sure who they would add really, unless they want to dig into deeper things, but adding a few human heroes might be better. I would like maybe some more starships. TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor, A-Wing, X-Wing. You could give us a few more. Well, I hear you're about to see me be complete dub. I believe this is where I... Nope, that's where I actually survived. Never mind, I take that back. You'll see me later on in the video. I do a bad mistake, which cost me quite dearly. But let's talk about the actual gameplay you guys are watching on the screen. So as you see, there were some times where I have to really run away to heal up, because the enemies are quite attacking you pretty fast. I did get some shitty power-ups along the way, like vehicle torrent and a bunch of those. I just got Orbital Strike, so for Orbital Strike I'm gonna definitely use that on the walkers I get. So I know I'm bound to get one either this wave or next wave. So you'll also see above the mini-map of the radar, the collectibles. I didn't do anything in terms of this map with them, but you do get collectibles if you get all the collectibles. On the map, it's a star, and if you do that, it goes towards your diorama. I didn't really mention the diorama, but that's like a collection type thing. Haven't really played into it that much, so I'm not going to talk about it. But overall, to conclude this as the game type slowly wraps up, or as the internet will say, TLDR. The game is a pretty solid buy for if you're any Star Wars fans out there. I recommend you definitely buy it. If you're not a Star Wars fan, if you need a shooter, buy it. If not, there's plenty of shooters out there between Black Ops, Halo, Overwatch is coming out for those Blizzard fans, and so forth. So it's not a must-buy in any regards. I think the game itself is pretty good, and it will definitely be one of my games that I play regularly on YouTube and on my Twitch stream. So you will see a lot of content coming from me from this game, be it videos, be it Twitch streams, be it whatever. So this is what I was talking about before. You should see, I believe. Yes. But you see what I'm doing here. I'm going up to the top to try and get a good vantage point on the walkers. And here I screw up and I try to kill the stormtrooper underneath me. And I fall, but I don't jetpack. And I forgot that there's fall damage. So I pretty much take all my health. And then when I spawn back in, I spawn right on top of the ATSD. So now I'm having to pretty much being chased by an ATSD as I spawn. Completely with my orbital strike because I didn't have time to really set it in place. I lose my escape pod, so I don't get any power from there. So it's a bit of a tough stretch right here. Luckily the iron grenade and the iron shot helped me. Here this part's pretty cool, just running sideways, shooting the ATSD. I like that, that felt pretty cool. That was like a movie type scene in my opinion. So luckily we killed the ATSD. Wasn't that close, I see I'm still low health though. And then I realized how sick and twisted this game is. That there's a second ATSD on the final wave. Now I need to kill a second one. Luckily I managed to regroup and have time to re-establish myself on the map and get better planning. So sadly that was a bit of a dub on my part. I could have beat that with no deaths, but I screwed up. So I'll let the video close out after I finish killing these last few enemies. If you guys did enjoy my video, please be sure to like, comment down below. Again, you can follow me here on YouTube, on Twitter at Rob4Games, at Twitch, twitch.tv/Rob4Games. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see everybody next time.